Hey guys, this is Marshall Kirby from Orchard Hill Farm Equipment, and today behind me we have a pretty exciting walkthrough. This is on a Mahindra 5100 series. This tractor behind us is a Mahindra 5145. They also do produce this tractor in a 5155, and that 45 and 55 is the horsepower increments that this series comes in. This series comes in four-wheel drive only. You have the choice of ag or R4 tires. Today we're featuring agricultural tires. And this tractor is one of our favorites, honestly. This tractor has been reproduced for many, many, many years. All right, going all the way back to the early 2000s, this tractor was known as the 5500 series or 5000 series. There was multiple different increments on series, and in a nutshell, a lot of the tractor did stay the same and kept a lot of the same stuff over the years. But you know, times have changed, and Mahindra stepped up to the plate about 2 years ago and invested a lot of time and energy into revamping this series that is a bulletproof tractor, and just we sell a ton of them, but it needed some modern amenities, some updates, some better styling, and a few better features. So we're going to walk through this today and show you what this tractor has for upgrades, and maybe if it is going to be the perfect setup for you to purchase. Yeah, so take a ride with us and let's check this out. All right, so starting off on the front, we have a 78-inch skid steer quick attach front loader bucket. This loader bucket does have provisions with bolt holes to add a bolt-on cutting edge, which is a great feature. So that is something awesome. This loader has a skid steer quick attach, of course, as all Mahindra tractors do at this point, with two quick easy change levers, so you can pop out of this bucket and go ahead and order yourself a set of skid steer pallet forks, snow pusher, snow plow, grapple bucket, you name it. There's tons of attachments out there. These loader pistons on the front here are a very, very good size. This loader is made to pick upwards of about 3,000 plus pounds. I believe actually the spec reads a little bit higher than 3,000 pounds to full height. So this is a very capable loader. The loader model on this is called a 5155 4L. The one nice feature about this loader, the pins that go down by the dirt here are all inner tube grease fittings. So you're going to notice that there's no external grease fitting on the outside of the ram right here that you can bang off. A lot of tractors do have external grease fittings, and they do get hit off from time to time. So that's kind of nice. The loader does have its own kickstands that are swung in this area, in this tube steel, that you pull out, and you will lock those in place if you do want to remove this loader. This loader is considered a quick detach or quick release full loader setup. So if you're out in the hayfield tedding hay and you don't want this big thing hanging off the front, you can definitely remove this loader pretty easily. There's 4 color-coded quick disconnect hydraulic lines on the other side, which we'll take a walk and I'll show you those. So they're tucked away quite nicely right up here. 4 quick, easy, you got plenty of hand room, and they're color-coded. And yeah, they're just in a great location. I love that. Let's take a peek at how thick this loader frame is. All right, you're not going to find many tractors that are 45 horsepower to 55 horsepower that have a loader frame that is multiple inches thick. All right, this is some serious steel. This tractor is going to do some serious work. And also, if we take a peek down here at just how immense and beefy this is, the loader frame is coming all the way to the front axle, and it is also, as you see, going underneath the tractor, working its way all the way to the back axle, the rear axle. So that's a great thing. Why we're up front here, I guess loader features, the other nice feature, it does have a loader level indicator, and it does come with a grill guard standard. We are going to show you the front axle next. So this front axle is also pretty beefy for sure. You have a front tie rod setup that is straight, and it is kind of tucked away in a good location. Your grill guard bracket actually goes lower than this does. So we haven't seen any issues with this. And then the rear power steering is actually, rear tucked away, which is a good feature. And there is a bracket plate that kind of protects it a little bit back there. So that's nice. Front axle's bent. It has a grease joint right here on each side. and a pivot joint in the middle. And also we're gonna have a grease arc down here, right there on that tie rod. So front axle's been great. Let's pop the hood so we can show you a little bit more underneath the hood here. So this grill guard on the front does pull out of the way, just a hair. And let's get this hood open now. So it's a one-piece hood design, which I love, the older series. If any of you guys have a 5500 tractor or a 5555, that's a big change up. Everybody always called and complained about, hey, my battery's dead, and having to get at it. It was kind of a nuisance or a nightmare. This is a total different story. So you need to get in your hood. It's accessible on every aspect, on every aspect of your engine. Cleanable radiator screen. They did a really good job right there. Yeah, so cleanable radiator screen. We're gonna have a horn right there in the front. We're gonna go over to the sides and show you the other features that it has. So this right here is gonna be your fuel filter with a primer on it. You got throttle cables over here, injection pump right here. You're gonna have your air filter right here. Your radiator coolant overflow, your alternator, what else we got back here? Your fuse panel's tucked away quite nicely back here in a good location. Your starter, that's pretty much on this side. We are going to take a walk to the other side, show you a little bit more. So engine oil fill is right here. It's in a good location, tucked away pretty nicely. Back here, I don't know if you can see this right now, but where my hands are touching, that is your dipstick. It is tucked away quite far back, but pretty easy access from this side right here. Even more tucked away, which I actually like this, the engine oil filter is right there, and there's a massive metal bracketry plating that all protects it, which is a great feature. Always good to have your filters protected. So that is all protected between the loader frame, and there's a lot of plating underneath it. So that's cool. And your muffler right here, not much else on this side of the engine. So not a whole lot else. This is your main hydraulic pump right there. Couple other things, but yeah, so not a ton of other stuff to talk about. Your battery, they removed it from the engine bay and put it right here, so it is a much easier access. You can actually take this plastic cover right off. There's some turn screws, and you can take that cover off so you can get at the terminals if you have a dead battery, need to jump start it, need to change your battery, something like that. Let's talk about the rear end next, and then we'll move to the controls in this tractor. So the 5100 series Mahindras are just built like tanks. The rear end is massive. Again, this is a very capable tractor for its horsepower category. Comes standard with category 1 and category 2 ball holes on the end of the 3-point hitch, which is awesome. So you don't have to worry about needing bushings, which is kind of a pain in the butt on some of the bigger tractors. Little toolbox, nothing crazy, but nice little metal toolbox tucked away. Your roll bar folds and is very, very low. So when you fold this, the roll bar folds down, pretty much well under 6 feet. So that's awesome. We got a little light right here for rear backup light. These 3-point hitch arms are extendable. So those will come in and out like that, about 4 or 5 inches. So again, you don't back up quite that well to the attachment. No worries, you can extend these in and out. One cool thing, I only see this on Mahindras, and I don't see it on many other brands. You look at the 3-point hitch, and now the adjustment for the 3-point hitch arms, on the side, say crowning the road, something like that, or just plain old hooking up an attachment and the height on these arms. You can adjust that height with this turn right here, and Mahindra is the only one to give you those adjustments on both sides. Notice how they have those adjustments on both sides. A lot of other brands, they only have it on one side. A full-size farming drawbar for hay equipment with a locking pin mechanism. That's pretty slick. That's something newer. Obviously your PTO back there. One set of rear remotes with the option to add a second set for the guys that are doing a lot of hay farming and stuff. You can add that second set quite easily. Yeah, there's a couple other things back here like your, transmission oil dipstick and whatnot, but not a whole lot else. Your 3-point hitch arm stabilizers are a pull pin locking mechanism. So basically you'll pull the cotter pin out the bottom and pull this pin out, and that will adjust the width of these arms. So that's neat. That's pretty nice. No turnbuckles you got to worry about. Let's see what else. This guy folds out of the way nice and easily. So easier to hook up attachments and again, not bang your arms on that shroud, because we all know we've done that once or twice before. On the ag rims, the rears are going to be invertible, meaning you can widen and narrow the stance up. So that's cool. Double footsteps to get in. Diesel fuel tank tucked up and away. Let's go over some of the controls now. I'm going to hop up there. It gets a little tighter. So, all right. So let's go over this side and then we'll move to the other side. Your PTO, all right, is right here, engaging and disengaging your PTO clutch right here. And your actual PTO, turning it on and off, is right here. There's a 540 on, there's neutral, and then there's 540 economy. So this tractor does come with 540 economy. This is going to be your parking brake right here. Cup holder, grab handle, nice, big, plenty of room. Four-wheel drive mechanical in and out engagement. Retractable seat belt, armrest adjustable, low, medium, and high range, and a neutral. Your clutch over here. All right. Forward and reverse shuttle. So clutch forward, clutch reverse, and with a neutral in the middle. Headlights, all that type of stuff right here. Your full-way directionals, dash lights, horn, all that stuff's on this other side. Your throttle is right here. Again, back to the grab handle scenario. These are nice. Protect the mud from slinging up at you and also give you a nice grab spot. We're going to talk about the steering wheel. Steering wheel has a tilt in it, which is great. There's plenty of movement in that steering wheel to get, nice and adjusted there. The seat comes forward and reverse, of course, and the seat also has a hydraulic cushioning cylinder that you can adjust with this turn knob here. Moving over to the other side, we have a loader control valve that is not a reach out, it's mounted to the fender. So again, we get comfortable on here, get our seat nice and good. You got your armrests all adjusted up. It's comfortable. This tractor is made to be a comfortable one. So I like that. This is going to be your hydraulic rear remote valve. And again, a second one would be another lever right here. This right here is your 3-point hitch lifting and lowering. This is your 4-speed stick shift. Right in back there where my heel's touching is your locking differential. This loader does have a float. That's pretty standard nowadays. Your brakes are splittable and also can be together, of course. There's a little cup holder, 12-volt outlet, cigarette lighter back here. Your draft, or not your draft control, but your 3-point hitch speed on how fast or slow you want your arms up in the back to, lift up and down. Another big, massive fender. Nice to have a flat, big fender. You could always mount like a big box too to throw some tools or something with you. And yes, the loader is a pretty smooth operating loader. I love this loader. Foot throttle down here, which is commonly used. But that's pretty much it on all the controls. This tractor's a pretty basic one, nothing crazy. We're gonna, start this thing up in a second. I gotta shut the hood. But yeah, we'll start it up and see what you guys think. Give it a little test drive. That all locked back there. All right. All right, so this is everything at an idle. And yes, it does corner functions, or double functions as you will, quite smoothly. definitely like a good loader valve. This loader valve does well. So that's going to be your full height right there, all right? And again, double functions, very smooth. Keep in mind, we're only operating at a complete idle right now of about 1,000 RPMs. This tractor has plenty of hydraulic power to lift itself off the ground. The turning radius is pretty darn good. We're going to give it a good shot here. So let's put it in medium. We'll go second gear, and let's make sure our four-wheel drive hopefully isn't engaged. But here we go. So definitely a good turning radius and smooth going forward to reverse. Throw it in a lower gear. We're giving her again, we're in two-wheel drive right now. There we go, we're in 4 now, I believe. Yep. So that's a little bit about the 5145. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. This machine is an animal, weighs in at over 7,000 pounds with a loader without ballasted tires. So if you're looking for a heavy machine at an affordable price, that's going to do a lot of work for you, this may be it. We always have some financing deals going on. Give us a shout. Right now we have one 5145 in stock, and we have plenty more on order along with the 5155s. Thanks again. This is Marshall at Orchard Hill Farm Equipment. We've been selling Mahindra for over 20 years. Give us a shout on at our email, info@orchardhillsales.com, or shoot us a phone call, 413-253-5456. Thanks.